Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. I was thinking, you know, we've probably still got a little extra cash considering our boss fight is a medium mission. Maybe we could take that opportunity to take some of the bad traits off of our B team. For example, Bear Taffy. I mean, he's not that bad. Like, none of his skills are that terrible. Or none of his quirks are that terrible. What about Josh? I mean, resolution kind of sucks, but is it worth spending like 900 to get rid of that so that every time we give them stress relief, they can get a little cheaper? Like, it would take like 6 plays of the bar over the gambling option for that to actually pay for itself. So I'm not sure if that's actually ever worth it. What about Mathis, though? Mathis, light below 0, minus 10% damage. Not that bad. Won't take part in prayer. Consumes more food. Obsessed with material things. I don't know if that stuff is worth, like, knocking out, basically. I kind of feel like, you know, those quirks could be a lot worse. I might just keep this money as a float, honestly. I don't think there's anything else I particularly need to spend it on. Let's just get ready to embark on a mission that could potentially kill us. So this is going to be me. Quill, I think, in the front. Let's just make sure that that's true. Quill is equally good in either position, and he can do everything from them. But it might help to have him at the front. I don't have Stunning Blow on this guy. Instead, we have Bulwark of Faith. And by this guy, I mean myself. Why are we rolling Bulwark of Faith? I should have Stunning Blow. Or, yeah, probably Stunning Blow. Let's actually go back to the guilds quickly. While we have the cash, anyway. Because I never use Bulwark of Faith, so we might as well just roll with this one. And that, we might as well equip it as well. It means that I'm best in the second slot because I can use Holy Lance from the third slot to move back up to the second slot in case I get shuffled around. And then we want Nick in the third slot, which I think he excels at. Yeah. And we'll throw Malls in the final slot. And we'll look at their equipment. You know, I really don't stress out about the trinkets very much. As long as they have stuff that looks good. Like, I'm assuming that I know what I'm doing to some extent. So we're going to try to keep our light as high as possible for the Sun Ring and the Sun Cloak to work well. And, Quill, yeah, you're decked out. Leper only. Leper only. Alright. I don't worry about the trinkets that much. I know I should. It's a min-maxy type thing that actually can help you out, but I'm stupid. Okay. Medium mission. We did fine on the last one with, 16 food. We had a little bit of a float left over. I would like to stick with 16. For torches, we almost ran out at 12. So I'm thinking we take 14. Because I want to keep my light high because of the sun cloak aspect. We're going to fight a necromancer. I almost feel like holy water? But what am I going to use holy water on? I don't know, like a confession booth or something like that. We are in the ruins. You can see confession. Let's take one holy water just for shits and giggles, and take one of those, and 2 of these. I'm not going to take a skeleton key. That might be a stupid idea.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept.
Yo, dog, what? You can't be doing that. Well, considering our only goal is to kill the alchemist, we can assume that he's probably up there. So let's take a little while here. You know, we've got a very specific path that we have to set ourselves upon here, and we'll just try to get used to the A-team, the new A-team, that doesn't have Bear Taffy, because Bear Taffy's heal is unreliable, and as a result, I hate him. I don't hate him. I think he just works better with the Bounty Hunter, because we actually could roll, if we roll him with the Bounty Hunter, we could be more versatile. We could give him Vulnerability Hex, which marks the unit, that way the Bounty Hunter doesn't need to spend 2 turns actually getting the mark on them and then hitting them. Bear can do that, and then, okay, what is this? It is, oh, we're gonna open it anyway, apparently. We don't even have the chance to purify it or anything, you idiot. He resisted the blight. Alright. So far, so good. Basically, we could, yeah, I know we made recent changes to Bear. We could change him back and run Vulnerability Hex and put him in with the Bounty Hunter and use him pretty much exclusively as a support character. One of the things I love about Darkest Dungeon is that just by speccing people differently, you can run in a variety of different ways. Okay, so I'm going to try to ignore the books, just because the stress is something that really worries me on a mission like this. We still got light above 76, so we had a chance to surprise them. We have attacks that do bonus against Unholy, right? Like Dazzling. I was going to say, where's her Judgment? I guess I just got them in a different order. Maybe we don't have attacks that do more against Unholy for her. You have 11 HP. It's going to do 5 to 10. So we throw out a stun instead. Probably on the Bone Spearman. Oh, we can't. Okay, so we'll throw out a stun on this guy. Just for shits and giggles. Now, we get a chance to do an attack. I like the idea of throwing out a stun on the guy in the back. Basically just giving us a free turn to smash on the two in the front. I didn't know that this guy would have a chance to attack before any of that went down. But anyway. Alright, so Quill is going to be more of a chopper here. And now we've got free attacks on these two units. Probably we want to mess with that guy. His stun resist is going to be 50 right now, but I almost feel like that's worth throwing out another stunning blow, considering we get extra damage out of it anyway. Lucky us. Alright, so now we're going to try to beat up on the guy in the front. Wow, a crit for 40. Now I remember why we call these guys the A-Team. We're going to throw out, I almost feel like we should just do like a party heal here. Pull ourselves back into this as much as we can. Nick will throw some blight on them. 4 damage per round is pretty ridiculous. He does have absurd stun resist, so I don't think there's any getting out of this one. We really want to kill him here, and that'll be easy. Alright. Should have maybe gone for a more obvious kind of direct heal on our units instead of using the party heal, but whatever. Since we can see exactly where the combat is right now, I'm not going to use the torches until the very, like, last moment. I don't know if that actually causes us to gain a benefit out of it. I don't think we have any choice in the matter here. Yeah. Whoa! Alright. 2 gargoyles. Lash of the tail? Does that push me back? I think it might have. Some kind of debuff. Flurry of claws. That's not that bad unless it inflicts bleed as well. Alright, we've only got 2 units, relatively low HP. I think we go for a little bit of a higher heal on Quill himself, because he's taken the brunt of the damage so far. 14 HP, they have great dodge though, huh? That's what the driving force is here. I understand now. Try to get some blight on them. Do they have blight resist? 120 blight resist. Okay. We will go for bleed then. 6 to 10 damage versus 4 to 7. Yeah, we'll go for the normal attack. That's actually pretty good. I expected them to resist the bleed, but it's pretty good nonetheless. 75% chance to hit, but if it hits, it'll definitely kill. Oh! Not bad. Thanks a lot, me. That was a great form there. Do we have combat in our next room? We do not, so we're going to hold off on the torch a little bit. We might get scouting. We might not. We did. We have combat. We have a lot of combat actually coming up. Like a very, very large spell of combat. But we don't need to pop torches for combat. Yeah, we'll definitely eat. We don't need to pop torches for combat until we pop into this next room right here, if we want to get the maximum benefit out of the Sun Cloak. So there you go. We'll head in there. Everybody's in a pretty good position right now, HP and stress-wise. Definitely no need to camp. I don't like these guys, and they get to go first. Tempting Goblet is a stress-inducing attack, which is really annoying. 15 stress, that's huge. Go for the double stun at the back. 73, 73, and then a 20. Oh, I didn't even have to worry about their stun resist if we're not even going to hit him. This guy has 60% stun resist, but I gotta try. I don't want to deal with his bullshit, you know, moving people around nonsense. Tempting Goblet, of course that doesn't miss, and it's really going to affect our stress, but that's what camping is for. Debuff resist 45. You think we can push him back? It does a decent amount of damage anyway. Ah, he resisted the debuff and the pushback. We get a Holy Lance, and it might pick up a kill. But I know you're not supposed to focus the tank, man, but that's... I don't know. I gotta go for it. I don't play MMOs, man. Okay, so their stuns are gonna come off, but in the meantime, I'm hoping... Oh, that chop missing is a big problem. But in the meantime, I was hoping that we'd be able to get in there and take him out. Since we can't, we might as well just go for the kills on the units at the back, which is probably what we should have done in the first place, but... I hate to overkill this guy. It would have killed the one at the back, but we had to knock something out to have the amount of stress we're gonna have to deal with. That attack is so annoying. Luckily, only our healer got hit by the stun, and she's like our worst damage dealer anyway. Yo, if she's stunned, she shouldn't be able to really recognize the stress either. That's just my philosophy personally. Blight resist, 45. So this would be nice if it worked. Good. That's an extra 4. It's an extra 12 damage added up. That's pretty sweet. We gotta go for the chop. And that does like barely as much damage as the intimidate. We need to do 17 damage in order to ensure that he doesn't get to attack again. Okay, so he's only got one more attack left in him. That's not so bad. Crushing blow. That's pretty nasty. Stressed us out a little bit, but we should be able to come back. I'm actually going to have him do a self-heal. I know that might seem ridiculous, but I think we have them right where we want them. We're going to take a little bit of stress from the extra, you know, the skeleton still being around here, but we got enough to be able to do something about it. Let's just throw a plague grenade in. It doesn't really matter. I'm actually happy that we're going to be able to extend this for a little bit longer.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
We're going to throw out not a party heal, but just a regular heal here for an extra 5 on Quill, which is actually pretty good. Kind of hoping that wouldn't get the kill, but it did. So be it. Alright. Picked up some extra bandages, which I actually like a lot. Sarcophagus. What if we throw the holy water on the sarcophagus? It had no effect, really? Alright, whatever. Plague Doctor, you go for it. The hero contemplates mortality and got thanatophobia. Health, when it's basically a fear of death, I guess. Lot of combat coming up right here as well. We do want to put Quill in the front. But we don't need to use another torch here. Oh, this is easy combat at least. We probably should have saved holy water for this thing, but you know, in my defense, I didn't know it was coming. So we're gonna have Quill heal himself. I'd really like to be able to focus our camping on stress relief, is what I'm thinking. 6 to 9. I think it's maybe best to go for a... Oh, they probably have huge blight resist, right? No, not really, actually. Lucky me. I'm gonna try to get them all to the point where we're only... Oh my god. Well, of course I didn't bank on a crit coming out, but at least we didn't get hit by the blight. That unit is already dead, so I figured we didn't need to focus it necessarily if we could stun a different unit instead. So this unit is already guaranteed to be killed. My only hope is maybe we could throw out like a stun. Well, he got a kill anyway. Alright, well, I should have gone for the heal instead then. I actually wanted the dodge to happen there, believe it or not, so we could have Quill come back and heal himself, but there was no way for me to do it without passing, and passing causes stress damage, so I figured we might as well just, you know, give it a try. Truth be told, that could have gone worse, and we actually got a skeleton key, but I was more worried about the skeleton key from an inventory management standpoint, not really just like, we have a vessel. Oh, come on, let the vessel touch it, man! Oh, she did, and she got buffed. Plus 20% damage, that's pretty solid. We know we have combat coming up in here. Is there anything we can do to prepare? Probably burn a torch to keep our light as high as we can. And we might want to camp after this room, but it depends. We'll see if we get like some scouting or something. This encounter actually seems relatively easy, and I think it only benefits us the longer we wait to camp. Unless we wait like that one encounter too long and people end up getting burned by the stress as a result. Gotta throw out that blinding grenade. Even though it missed, you gotta throw it out there, I think. Resisting the Bleed was, you know, my favorite album, but also, oh, it was really lucky that that happened. But the dodges are out of control right now. We are going to have a Bleed on our Crusader, but they should have a chance to recover from it. All right. We'll go for the stun on one of the units we can stun. They didn't resist, which is actually kind of a lucky draw for us. And I think we just go for the kill on the conscript. Yeah, it was a 90% chance for the kill. It fucks up our placement ever so slightly just because if Quill gets hit, or if Quill gets hit back, he becomes a lot less useful. Our stun did not work, but our chop certainly did. Now, we can throw out... We've really got to get a stun on this unit. Actually, the fact that that did 9 damage as well is just ridiculous. We should use that attack every time we have the opportunity to. And now that the dice rolls seem to be working out in our favor, which I'm very thankful for. Didn't quite get the kill on Zealous Accusation, which is a huge disappointment, and Eldritch Pull might fuck with us a little bit now. Oh, no, not if they resisted, I guess. Really? They both get to move first? I gotta work on my speed stat, man, and Quill's gonna have some bleed. And Zealous Accusation, again, leaves them with 1 HP, which is really frustrating. I'm gonna have Quill heal himself. And I may actually, I may have Mauls throw out a heal as well, but we're probably, yeah, again, not gonna get a chance. But hey, there's a little bit of stress relief, at least. A suit of armor seems like something we should deal with our Crusader. Protects the hero with a knightly aura. Plus 10% dodge, plus 10% protection. We do get scouting again. This is super lucky for us. There's no combat in the next room, but there's a little bit of combat on the way. But truth be told, I think we can absolutely justify continuing to move here before camping. Don't touch this, please. Of course he's going to, and by he, I mean me. The lock mechanism is trapped. Who would have thought? Yeah, I mean, he says fool me once, but clearly he doesn't actually, like, care about that adage, because if he did, he probably wouldn't touch it anymore. Now, these gargoyles, they've got huge dodge stats, but if we can just hit them, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the Lash of the Tail is a stun. That's dirty. They've got huge blight and huge bleed, so we might as well go for the higher damage attack, which I believe is Incision. Hot and fresh out the kitchen, mama. Rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Wow. Well, I mean, they do have a high dodge stat. It just, every time it happens, I still want to say wow, because it's annoying. Well, it didn't really matter who we attacked with that one, but I'm glad we got the guaranteed kill. They should attack first. Lash of the Tail is low damage and a stun, so the fact that they tried that out there doesn't really bother me at all. Again, I'm going to Quill heal himself, just to make it so that when we camp, we have a little bit less nonsense to deal with. Why don't we try to land that one just to maybe even prolong the fight a little bit here. I don't know, maybe throw out a party heal at this point? I really didn't want that to crit. I'm happy for the stress relief, but I didn't want it to crit because I wanted the fight to go on for one more turn. So we have no combat in this room. We'll see if we get scouting. We've been very lucky with scouting so far, so, I mean, I guess we'll do one more room, and we'll camp in the room that's right before the boss. It's been working out pretty well so far. Nobody's at risk of death. Nobody's at risk of getting super stressed out. We have enough food to eat our maximum bonus before the boss fight. And we've got more than enough torches. I still am guilty of overloading on torches, but in this case, I was trying to make sure that it was fine. We got a super easy encounter here, theoretically speaking, unless we end up getting like all of our units stunned. I'm feeling good about our boss chances if we can go in with good stats and get our boss figured out as quickly as possible. Hopefully a stun on the 2 units at the back. One resisted. That might not have been worth it then, considering we might just be able to KO 1 unit anyway. Although with Nick's relatively low DPS, it's debatable, but it's okay. So Quill got, unfortunately, a little bit screwed there. I think we just straight up go for the stuns, because the stuns have a pretty good chance of getting a kill anyway. But even if they don't, they stun, so there is that. I mean, Holy Lance is basically a guaranteed kill. We might as well kill the unit that has some buff. Oh, it missed. We should have gone for the attack on the unit that actually would have been more likely to hit. I'm guilty of that mistake a lot. I don't like any of our attacks, so I think we just go for the kill. Little stress relief. Not that they needed it. Quill is going to need some injury treatment, unfortunately. Or we might be able to game the end of this fight just to make sure that... Oh, his blight is nasty, man. We might be able to game the end of this fight so that he actually ends up being in a pretty good position, because these guys can't do too much to us. If we throw out a stunning blow, or we'll just miss with a stunning blow, but if it had gone a different way, think about it. I really don't like having to use our anti-venom entirely before the boss fight, but it's the situation we're in. Oh, wow, that almost never actually works. The bleed worked there. Okay, we're gonna heal Quill again. I'm basically thinking that our, even with the blight, our ability to heal... Oh, come on. Our ability to heal outpaces their ability to deal damage. We got some anti-venom back, so I can't be too mad about it. We have to camp in our last room here, because the boss is pretty much guaranteed to be here. Might as well eat all our food. It's a little bit of a risk in case they give us a stress prompt, a starvation prompt on the way to the boss, but I'm hoping that that just doesn't happen. So I actually think that HP-wise, everyone's fine. We might want to just focus on buffs here. So, I mean, stress relief is not that important. Reduce stress by 20 and plus 10 accuracy. That's actually really good. So we'll do that to buff Quill. I don't think Leech really matters. And all we've got, apart from that, is like Wound Care. 1 companion, plus 10 accuracy, plus 10 dodge. I'm going to basically focus on Quill. So if he gets thrown into some kind of bullshit pot, I'm going to be mad. Reduce nighttime ambush chance, I don't really care. Reduce stress by 10. Plus, yeah, I think I'll give everybody stress resist, just because I worry that that's going to be something that the necromancer like really deals with. I have no idea what this boss is actually going to do. I've never encountered it. And why don't we go for? Oh, we can't. Oh, we can. Okay, why don't we go for this? A chance to remove their disease, and also they get healed basically back to the maximum. All right. Hopefully we don't get ambushed in the night. It doesn't really bother me because it should be a relatively easy encounter, but we'll get shuffled and surprised, and that could really put us on the back foot for the boss fight, but we'll see. The problem with the boss fight is that I have to figure out, they did ambush us. I have to figure out who to attack, who not to attack, and how to set it up. It could be worse. Web is a stun that does low damage, I think. That's okay. I mean, they did stun the unit that has been buffed to the extreme, but we'll just go for the kills here. That won't get the kill, but it puts Zealous Accusation in a position where it would. We'll throw out a. I still feel like there's kind of no reason not to throw out the stun, but actually, I'm gonna heal Quill, and then we can do a Zealous Accusation. Oh, you dick! Straight up asshole, basically. The stun combined with the blight is so annoying because Quill actually couldn't use the anti-venom on his turn. Anyway. Again, that's not going to be a kill, but if the turn order is right, we might be able to get a Zealous Accusation on those two, although inevitably it's going to miss. Are you kidding me with this absolute effing nonsense? So she's going to definitely heal Quill again, because we got to keep his HP up for the next section. So we'll use anti-venom for him. And I'm actually going to have him heal himself, man. He needs it. We got to use this opportunity to heal before the boss fight, because we don't have any food that we can use to do it. Both of these units are dead on the next turn, so I don't really want to attack them if I could hit the unit at the back instead. But I guess if we want to kill them, we want to kill them both. So we'll do that and maybe get some stress relief. Alright, so you get to go first. You got... This spider has 2 turns. It will not survive 2 turns. I think we're best off... It's a little risky, but I think we're best off healing Quill again. Trying to get him back up to the maximum, hoping their attack maybe misses, or we can just get the kill here. Alright, that looked a little squirrely for a little while there, but it actually turned out completely fine for us. Quill's going to be a little bit low on HP, and I think we have a slight bit more stress, but it's not bad. Hopefully we have no more combat on the way to the actual boss fight. 12 damage, 18 stress. Traps, man. Alright. Again, we got no food on the way here. We might as well burn 2 torches because we want to have maximum light for this, I think. It's our necromancer, but it's just our necromancer for now. But I'm assuming that in the future he becomes, he starts spawning more and more units. And that's probably why he's annoying. So if I could get, yeah, some damage over time on him right away, that would be awesome. I don't really want to worry about knockback. I just want to go for explicit raw damage right now. His stun resist at 90, so we will probably... focus on just doing maximum damage instead. 5 to 10, 3 to 7. We'll go for 5 to 10. It did the 10, so I can't really complain. Now, what are you going to do? 6 feet under. I don't like that. Probably a lot of stress. And, oh, a lot of stress. And it summoned a bone veteran, which actually shouldn't be that bad. Perfect. So we have made good progress on this turn. But I imagine this is a situation where when it starts to get out of control, it really gets out of control. Oh, we stacked up some blight, so he's getting 8 points per round now. Oh, that's pretty good. By the way, I never moved Nick so he was in the 3rd position again, which is just a terrible mistake. But he's still able to throw his bombs from back there, so I don't really mind that much. We could throw out a dazzling... you know what? I think she should just go for the hit on the necromancer. Wow, you suck. You're fired. Everybody's fired. We still got... Okay, we're still making progress. As long as we can kill the unit every turn, we're not at risk of falling too far behind. And Quill landing these incredible shots is amazing. Oh, the flesh is willing. That scares me. It steals my breath, so it summoned another unit there. Nick is going to continue trying to hit and throw on some DOT here. So now we still got 8 damage per round. So this guy's on the clock now, man. In fact, he's got 3 turns of life left in him. At best. Mauls, you are fired beyond belief. You actually just have no idea how dead you are. Quill's taking a lot of damage here, and now we're struggling to hit the unit. And that's going to be where things become problematic for us. But we'll throw out a Hue, which I'm assuming will get the attack, and then or get the kill, which it did. And then one more hit there will definitely stack up enough blight that the necromancer's dead on the next turn. So we'll hit the bone veteran. He's not going to be dead, but he's pretty close. And why doesn't she just go for the kill on the bone skeleton? And I think we pretty much just beat the necromancer, and that was actually really easy. I expected something maybe a little bit more strategically difficult, but actually we made it happen just fine. So we'll probably just shift-click the torches to get rid of them, and then we'll use our skeleton key on this heirloom chest, which had no effect. All right. And then we'll open it. The contents are yours. And we can totally take it all. Easy, man. That was a really easy mission. That's another boss ticked off the list. I expected a little bit more, you know, stiff resistance out of it. I don't even think we're going to need that much stress relief for our units, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got here. Anyone hit level 5? No, thankfully. Flagellant will only flagellate. That's something we might have to worry about. Like, will not prey or flagellate. This is a perfect example. I really think that if you're going to pay the same amount of gold to deal with each trait, it makes way more sense to get rid of will onlys versus won'ts. Like, will only drink is way worse than won't drink, because it puts them at risk of only being able to do one thing, and then if they get another quirk, that gives them a 2-week kind of window where they can't do anything while you're dealing with it. Meditator. Improve stress reduction while meditating and camping. Okay, and curious. I don't like that. Plus 15% heal received in camp. Doesn't seem that meaningful, but it's something at least. That mission pretty much went by the book. We got 4 bosses down now. We don't have that many more to go. We've only got 5 to go. Swine King, Hag, Necromancer Lord, Swine God, and Hag Witch. That's pretty good, man. We got 29,000 gold. So let's first look at the A team. Does anybody need stress relief? Yes. Northernlion 2.0 with 48 stress needs stress relief. It's all. I wouldn't even have had to do that except for the freaking trap. I'm so mad. We can't upgrade our blacksmith yet. We need more deeds. So we might not actually upgrade anything here. Did we have anything that we wanted to take people through the sanitarium for? I think we actually did want to put myself in the sanitarium. Oh, no, we'll not. We wanted to put Bear in this... Not Bear. Nick in the sanitarium? Who got will only? Quill. Will only flagellate for stress relief. That's really bad, so he's going to go to the sanitarium. Get rid of flagellate. He's actually a really good unit. He's only got 2 quirks. Apart from that, with so much gold, is there really anything we want to do here? I'm not totally sure, honestly. I mean, there's a case to be made for maybe if he's at like 29 stress. He's at 22. That's pretty low. And what's Maul's stress at? Is she at like 29? 23. I don't think there's a need to give them stress relief right now, honestly. We can just as easily get that with camping. So on our next mission, we probably want to send, like, Kate. Yeah, Bear's not going to overlevel. Kate, Bear, Mathis, Josh, I guess? Or Dog. We'll see. I kind of want to run, like, a cultist with vulnerability hex and bounty hunter just to see what it does. So we'll probably do that next. Is there any one of those units that is not maxed out? Dog needs some extra armor. That's about it. So let's come over here to our blacksmith. We'll see if he also needs some guild abilities, but sure. We'll buff up his armor, and then we'll come in here, and we'll see. Do we want to take away his ability to mark a unit and give him another attack instead? I can't believe I didn't upgrade him more before the last mission. I don't think that's necessary. Gives him better accuracy, better, it's not that important. But maybe with Bear now, I know we just upgraded a different skill, but we'll pay like 1,000 to have him not do Weakening Curse and instead Vulnerability Hex, and that'll be like his opening move. But he's actually much better in the 3rd position. Maybe we want to throw him in the final position. Yeah, there we go. So we get rid of Sacrificial Stab, and then we can put Dog in the 3rd position, and then Kate and Josh at the front. We're going to have to think about it. Kate, Josh, dog. No, Kate Mathis, dog, bear. That's the way we want to run that. Okay. Good, good, good. Kate, are your skills up there? Yes. Good enough, anyway. And dog, we just checked on your skills. And bear, you're maxed out. And Mathis 2.0. Yeah, even though we might not be using... Are we using Duelist Advance? We're not using Grape Shot. I think that's actually a better trade, so that we can move forward and move back with Point Blank. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. On the next mission, we'll be doing a level 3 mission. Probably... I need deeds. What does this give us? Portraits? This gives us busts. I mean, we need portraits more than busts, so we'll do the Warren's mission, medium, explore 90% of rooms, and we'll be rolling Kate, Mathis 2.0, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and Bear Taffy with our brand new, you know, support healer occultist combined with the Bounty Hunter for hopefully some crazy damage. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as much as I did. We're making some sweet progress here. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.